Okay, a few words about the recording sessions of Constellation of the Black Light. We decided to use the same studio this time like we used on Tyhjy's album, and we recorded all the drums and rhythm guitars, guitar melodies and bass at Petrax Studios in Hollola. The main reason to use a studio is the acoustics of the main hall, which are pretty much ideal for the drum recordings, and even though we operate in quite fast tempos, I do like to get the natural room sound also from the drums. And the second reason is the awesome hospitality of the studio and the facilities in general. The studio is in quite deep in the countryside, so you are basically isolated in your own privacy, which is really cool. For this album we had two sound engineers in the studio, Saku from Deep Nose Studios and Juho from Capitol Studios. Sound Spiral Audio. Juho from Sound Spiral Audio. And Juho did main recordings for the last album also, and actually for all the Wolfheart albums, most of the Before the Dawn albums, the Dawn of Solace album and Black Sian albums. You did the mixing and the mastering also, but we wanted to have Saku also as a second sound engineer. Saku has been recording something for every Wolfheart album out there so far. And he was a really big help. He could actually do bass and bottom guitars at the same time. He was doing helping the Juho with the miking and cleaning up the drum sessions, so we could start right away with the guitar recordings when the drums were done. As the footage from the control room reveals, we had a quite extensive amount of guitar amps in the studio. I'm not that big of a fan of digital devices like XFX or Kemper or so. I do like to use old school amps, and we spent quite much of time comparing different combinations, and also in the mixing we didn't use any plugins, so all the melodies were actually played with delays and reverb on in the pedal chain, in the effect chain by the pedals. And we didn't use any reamping, so we everything that is on the album is actually played on the hard drive. I already mentioned the hospitality, but few extra words are worthy to mention. The biggest thing that actually makes the studio feel like home is the owner couple, Tiina and Petri. Tiina was making us breakfast, lunch and dinner, like really awesome Finnish style home food every day. They made the fridge, they kept the fridge full every day. The freezer was full of ice cream every day, as it should be in every building that I am spending time. And just the overall atmosphere in the studio, is something that always when I'm being there recording, I'm actually sad to go home and already looking forward for the next session. So definitely we're gonna be there on the 5th album also.